I'd be happy to try and answer. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? I just have a few announcements to make. Um, I've been talking also for the last few weeks about on this Saturday, I'm going to go away for a vacation. And, it's something that I really need to do. It'll make it better, not only for me, but for everybody else. Come back fresh and revitalize myself. And I think it's a very important thing to do. When I get back, I know many of you, or most of you live in Europe, you live in, the Middle East. So I don't know how relevant it is, but I will be having uh, classes, in-person classes every day. If you want to take a vacation in this part of the world, these classes will be available. And the third thing is, which I think everybody can kind of put on their calendar and think seriously about, on the 12th, 13th, and 14th of August, I'm going to have a retreat at Stony Point Retreat Center in New York. And, we used to do them years ago and they were very powerful, credible weekends. So I've decided, because COVID is starting to, get minimalized a bit here, that we're going to have this retreat. If people want to attend, they should let Jennifer White is going to handle this, and she's going to be sending out notices about it. And if you want to attend, I would appreciate, let us know, because I have to let them know. According to the number of people I tell them are coming, that's the deposit they require in order to hold the space. So if you'd like to come, please let Jennifer know. She will be in touch with everybody. And that'll be the weekend of the 12th. It'll be a Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday. On Sunday, there'll be 3 classes. On Saturday, there'll be 3 classes. And on Friday night, there'll be 1 class. So it's a very powerful weekend. I hope you all can benefit from it. I ask people to send a certain deposit to hold a space for themselves. I was going to do a retreat. I mean, my God, it feels like when I was a kid years ago there, but then between getting sick and then COVID and everything that took place, I had to cancel it. If you paid a deposit for that retreat, you can use that money. It's not a problem. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? I'm pretty excited about this because I know how strong these weekends are. I know what they've done to change people that attend them. And it's a pretty remarkable time. And the place is nice, it's not expensive. And for a day, I think it's $125 a day. You get 3 meals, and it's usually farm to table food. I mean, it's not gourmet, but it's okay, and so it's kind of reasonable, this whole thing. So Jennifer will be in touch with all the particulars, and I hope to hear from anyone who wishes to attend. You can get in touch with Jennifer. She will handle this for me. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? Somebody asked a question.
It's 2 o'clock.
Okay, if there are no questions, then, look, it's been a very difficult year, and the world seems to be getting even crazier by the second. And I think it's a time for such a deep commitment to an inner work and a spiritual life, because just about everything in the world is a consistent reminder that if you don't grow, if you don't build a system inside, you just get swallowed up in the madness. So I think instead of being freaked out by what's going on in the world, it's really a reflection of what we as human beings have to do in order to grow inside ourselves and to be able to deal with the kind of craziness that's going on. And I think, to me, difficult times require very deep spiritual work. Between COVID and wars and all the nonsense going on in the world, it's just a daily, moment to moment reminder to me that I have no choice but to grow, but to continue to develop a spiritual life. It's the only freedom. I mean, nobody's going to fix what goes on in this world. As I've said 100 times already, in order for this world to change, people have to change. And if people don't change inside themselves, this insanity just goes on through eternity. So our job is to grow. It's not to get swept away in it, get emotional about it, but to say, okay, I really can do something in myself to build an inner life that is strong enough not to be destroyed by the craziness going on in the world. If enough people would do that, the craziness would go away. But man, I don't see how it's possible to get 8 billion people to suddenly sit down and say, shit, I got to do something about me. This world is going to change. But at the same time, there's no sense getting hopeless about it because we all can do something about it. Not change that, but change ourselves. So that the world that we see is a world of joy and love and not a fantasy, but a world that is a reflection of our connection with God, our connection with higher energy in the universe. And that whatever goes on in the world, just a reminder that we got to keep working on ourselves because there is no real other option. I've tried it. I've run not-for-profits and all kinds of anti-human trafficking things. And I finally realized, Stuart, the only thing that really works is deep inner work. It's the only thing I've ever come across in my life that truly changes people. And not just what I do, there's many different paths, but somebody has to do something in order to build an inner life that enables them to truly change. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? Okay, if there are no more questions or no questions, have a great afternoon, evening. Thank you, bless you. And truly, I end this all the time. You're probably tired of hearing it, but I'll say it once again. I am so grateful to be here, to be doing this. Everything in the world tells me, Stuart, you have to spend every day of your life growing. These sessions on Zoom have been amazing in order to be a constant reminder of the inner work that is essential for me to do. And I thank you all. God bless you all. And thank you for being part of this and for showing up here in these classes, people from so many different parts of the world. So, there'll be a class on today's Sunday. No, what is today? Today's Tuesday. There'll be a class on Thursday. And then I'm not sure about next week. I will have maybe 1, 2 classes. Just depends upon the Wi-Fi and, what's going on this vacation that I'm going to be taking. So God bless you all. Thank you. I hope to be seeing everybody on Thursday. Okay.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you. Bless you. Good night.